So there's my first bushcraft broom. I find I'm always sweeping the floor, and this little thing just doesn't work that well. I think if I made it again, it'd probably look a lot better. And I just was thinking, I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother used to sweep the floor with an owl wing. There was no handle on it, just the owl wing. She'd bend over and sweep the floor that way. I always knew when I made this bucking stand that I'd have to eventually have two of them. This tree I've been working on is about 6 feet long, and now it's starting to become a pain. So what I've done to make it easier to cut up these shorter logs, I tie one end to a tree, wrap some rope around the stand, and it holds it in place pretty good while I cut. It's about plus 12 in my cabin. Nice and comfortable. I tell you, it smells like home cooking in here. I got pig's feet and fry bread for supper. If you're thinking that's gross, it's very similar to pork hocks. And this is one of my dad's favorite meals besides the pig's tail. And this fry bread is very similar to bannock, except it's got baking soda instead of baking powder. This is my dad's old blanket. Nice and warm. Time for bed. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you can hear that wind out there. Well, today is day number 4 at the cabin. I got a pretty good idea what it would take to live out here. You know, I got a pretty much finished cabin, wood stove, tools, pots and pans, pantry, but the hardest part I found was keeping up with the firewood, getting a good night's sleep, and melting enough snow for drinking, cooking, washing, bathing, dishes. So that is my last load of dishes. I have some homemade soap, wood ashes, and spruce needles. It's getting all washed up, and then see if I can get my wife to come pick me up. Oh, that feels nice. I haven't even thought about doing laundry out here. I would use this bucket though, for sure. All this stuff takes time and water. You got to heat things up, melt snow. Another thing I forgot to mention is my lanterns. You know, batteries probably wouldn't last too much longer. I do have a crank light and I have candles, but you know, when you're burning them for so long, it gets dark so early around here that you're burning candles for 8 hours a night. They're not going to last for too long.